Hello, I'm Kath and welcome to this class on balancing the fire element. So as you can see behind me, I've got my fire glowing there in my picture, and today we're going to be working through the inner fire sequence, which is a fantastic sequence for accessing your inner power, your solar energy, determination, self-confidence. It's also a great sequence to do at this time of year, spring in the Northern Hemisphere, moving into summer. It's a fantastic way to detox the body, lots of twists and side bends to work the liver and the digestive system. So fantastic addition to your detox regime. I also like to use the inner fire sequence as a cool down after doing more strenuous exercise, such as a long walk, or if you've been doing an exercise aerobic class or a run. So for the athletes out there, it's another great sequence to cool down after your exercise and to stretch out, particularly the hamstrings, the calf muscles, glutes and the quads. So if you run or cycle, again, fantastic. Okay, so let's begin with some activation movements. Put some music on and we'll begin with that lovely detoxing movement, the spinal twist. So allowing the feet to move out to the sides, softening the knees and the arms swinging loosely around the body, creating a lovely twist into the base of the spine, warming up the whole of the lower back, keeping the head looking forwards, or if you prefer to move the head with the arms, that's an alternative. Raising the arms gradually a bit higher, so that the opposite hand taps the opposite shoulder. That's nice. And feel where that twist is moving now. Is it moving further up the spine for you? Okay, that's good. And then gradually bringing the arms back down to mid-spine height, twisting the ribs. That's great, warming the heart center, and then allowing the arms to come back down to the waist and the hips, easing off the feet movements and slowing that down to a still point. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to stand sideways now for the step and swing movement, so you can see that one. So we're anchoring one foot, so we'll anchor the right leg and stepping forwards and back with the left. Okay, and as you step forwards, lifting the arms up and down. As you step back, lifting the arms up and down again. Breathing in as you lift, breathing out as you lower the arms. Any high blood pressure, keep the arms a lower height. That's good. Just having a sneaky peek at you. Really opening those lungs, working the diaphragm, starting to massage the lower abdomen. Brilliant. And warming the shoulders, of course. That's great. Slowing that movement down. Bringing that back to the centre, and we swap over. So anchoring the left leg, stepping forwards and back with the right. Lovely. Arms up and down with the movement. Creating a beautiful swing. The momentum of your arms, opening the chest, lifting the sternum and the in-breath, letting go of any stale air on the out-breath as the arms swing down. Great. Lovely. One more. And then release. A little shake. Bringing the feet to about hip width. And then we're going to step forwards with the right foot. I'm stepping at an angle so you can see me a little bit easier here. And then we take the arms out to the sides for the eagle breath. And then the arms come forwards, backs of hands towards each other as you bend into the right knee. Lovely. Turn the palms to the sky. Draw the fists into the waist as you soften the back knee. Breathing in, stretching, breathing out. Breathe in, breathe out. Lovely. And as you do this beautiful eagle breath, keep the back heel in contact with the mat, stretching out those calf muscles as well here. And as you breathe out, do so with power. Really feel that warmth beginning to spread through the solar center, the solar plexus, accessing your inner fire. Beautiful. That's great. And then we'll swap over. So bringing the right foot back, stepping the left foot out to the side. Both heels in contact with the mat. Arms come out like eagle wings. Bending the left knee as the arms stretch forwards. Breathing out, hands into the waist. Beautiful. Creating a lovely flow with the breath. Warming the lower back, warming the leg muscles. Allowing that warmth to spread up through the solar plexus towards the heart. Fantastic. And then release the hands back down. Bring the feet back towards each other. And then we begin some exercise for the brain, some cross pattern movements. So right hand to left knee, left hand to right knee, alternating those lovely movements. That's great. And then we'll add in the elbow for a little bit more of a stretch. Get those core muscles working. Bet you didn't expect this when you tuned into your yoga class. Okay, don't worry, won't be doing too much of this. Back to the hands. Lovely. And then we're going to alternate behind. So right hand to left heel, left hand to right heel. Stepping each foot alternately. And stretch over with the arms so you get a lovely side bend. Opening into the ribs. Stretching sides of the body. Intercostals, to the liver. Brilliant. Great. And then coming back to the front to finish that one. Lovely. Slowing down to a still point and then taking the feet a bit wider for the next stretch, our last warm up. With the feet about 45 degrees. One hand in front of the other, lifting the hands as if you're lifting off a jumper, and as you circle the hands round, bend into the knees. Breathing in, breathing out. Lovely. So in this stretch, we're warming the legs, of course, and the hips. We're also allowing the psoas muscle, which links into the lower back, to stretch. That's great. And then we're going to turn this movement to the side now. So swiveling the feet to the right. Same movement with the arms. Breathing in, As you breathe out, bending over that right leg so you get a lovely stretch down the hamstring. Soften the knee as you lift up and then stretching that hamstring. So you don't need to go down very far to feel the stretch, just go as far as is comfortable for you, remembering to soften the knee before you come up and engage the pelvic floor to protect the spine. Lovely stretch into the hamstring. You're going to need that muscle later. Lovely. And then we'll swap over to the left side, stretching the left hamstring, bending the knee as you come up. Breathe in as you lift the hands, breathing out as you stretch over that leg. Feeling those hamstrings at the back of the leg, easing, lengthening. Beautiful. And then after the next movement, we'll stay down, relax the knees, bend the knees, swivel the feet forwards, and allow the feet to come towards each other till they're about hip width apart, releasing the head. Allow the arms to hang like spaghetti, softening the breath, soften the knees, and then bending into the knees, engaging the pelvic floor as you uncurl back up to standing. Well done, that's your activation sequence. Nice and warm now. Do have a drink handy if you need to hydrate. Great, so we're going to warm up a little bit more, warming up the spine specifically and some of those leg muscles with the first part of Energy Block Release 2. So I invite you to start with the feet about hip width. You can measure that with the length of 1 foot. And the knees are soft, lovely mountain posture with the sternum lifting, arms and shoulders nice and relaxed now. That's great. And the crown of the head extending towards the sky. Balanced, poised, connected to the earth with your feet, and lifting upwards, connecting to the sky through the crown of your head. I'm strong, I'm steady, like a mountain. I'm getting ready for a little bit of movement, bringing one hand in front of the other like we did in the activation, lifting the hands as if you're lifting off a jumper, and then circle the hands as you soften the knees. Breathe in as you lift the hands, breathing out, softening. And as you breathe out, letting go of any stresses from the day, allow them to breathe out and fall to the earth. And then I invite you to make a mudra with the hands, so extending the index finger, allowing the other fingers to be enclosed by the thumb. We continue this movement, breathing in, breathing out. And allowing that warmth to come into your body. I like to imagine I'm drawing a beautiful golden sun with my hands. As you breathe in that warmth, that compassion for yourself, breathing in joy, brightness from the sun. That's great. And then allow the hands to float down. Moving into the chair of the heart, bringing the palms together, and start with the hands at the level of the heart for stage 1. We lift the hands up to the forehead as we bend into the knees, and then lowering the hands down as you straighten the legs. So I'm just going to stand sideways to show you this movement. So we're not bending forwards, we're keeping the upper body fairly upright. And with the breath, we're breathing in as we lift, breathing out as we come back down. Any high blood pressure, then stage 1 is suitable for you. If you want to do stage 2, lifting the hands all the way up on the in-breath. Breathing in, breathing out. And you feel the calves warming and stretching, the core muscles engaging as you bend the knees, and the heart and chest warming, allowing that fire to warm the whole of the chest area. Nice. Your inner fire. And after the next out breath, allowing the hands to come forwards, palms facing away, at about shoulder height, with a softness in the elbows. And then we turn the palms in, bring them towards the chest as you breathe in, turn the palms away, soften the knees on the out breath. The Anahata breath, the breath of the heart. So we're breathing in that beautiful, warm, golden light from the sun. Breathing in warmth, fire, compassion to yourself. And as you breathe out, allow that compassion to extend out into the world. And then after the next out breath, allow the hands to stay in front as you take the feet a bit wider, about shoulder width or a little bit wider for the twist. Turning the right foot out 90 degrees. We're going to move the hands round to the right. The left heel lifts as you twist a little bit more, bringing the left hand onto the right shoulder, and you're looking down the fingers of the right hand. Breathing in as you lengthen the spine, breathing out as you twist a little more. On your next in-breath, soften the knees, bring the hands and feet round to the front. Breathe freely. Turning the left foot out 90 degrees. On an out breath, twisting round to the left, the right heel lifts, right hand comes to left shoulder, core engaged for balance, twisting on the out breath, lengthening through the spine, through the crown on the in breath. Soften the knees on the next in-breath, come back round to the front. As you breathe out, twisting round to the right. Lovely flow. staying here in stage 1, or for stage 2, bringing the back of the right hand to the left hip for a stronger stretch. On an in-breath, untwirling back to the front. Breathe out, turn the left foot out, twisting round to the left. Staying here for stage 2, stage 1, or stage 2, taking the left hand to the hip. Feel that warmth in the spine, nourishing the whole of the spinal cord. On an in-breath, untwirling back to the front. Breathe out, soften the arms. Okay. And we'll do a few shoulder rotations here. So twisting the palms upwards and then back the other way. Breathing in, breathing out. So any high blood pressure, keep the arms lower down. If it's comfortable for you to lift up to shoulder height, allow the arms to raise upwards, enjoying that lovely twist in the upper spine, stretching and warming the upper part of the back. Lovely. And looking at the right hand, twisting the left hand and alternating for a little bit of a warm ripple across the heart. That's lovely. And then lowering the hands back down as you twist. Great. Little shrug. And then we'll move into the standing cat. So keeping the feet where they are, bending the knees with the hands above the knees with the fingers pointing inwards. I'm going to stand sideways so you can see the movement of the back. So the back starts off fairly straight, the head is relaxed. Breathing freely, we begin to dome the back from the base and then allow the head to relax down. And then from the base of the spine, the movement starts from the base as we dip the base of the spine, lifting the chest, lifting the head to look forwards. Again, from the base, doming the spine, and then from the base, extending. If you want to incorporate the breath, breathing in as we extend and lengthen the spine, lifting the head, and breathing out as you dome the spine. Or breathing comfortably if that's better for you. Okay. Nice. And then relax the breathing and the movement as you take the feet a little wider for the sumo stretch. Hands in the same position. This time the right shoulder coming to the midpoint between the feet as you twist the head to look over the left. Bring the head back to the middle. Dip the left shoulder, and as you breathe out, twist the head to the right. Breathe in, right shoulder to the middle. Breathe out, twist. Breathe in, left shoulder. Breathe out. Breathe in once more. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathing out. And then allow the hands to stay where they are if you have any back issues. Or take the hands feet wider and the hands down to the mat. So if the hands are higher up, we're going to do a modified version of the heaven and earth twist. So placing the right hand on the left thigh, you unfurl the left hand and look up towards the left hand. Bring the left hand to the opposite thigh, unfurl the right hand. So this is a modification if you have any sciatica. If you're comfortable to come down to the mat, keep one hand on the mat as you unfurl the other hand like a wing, turning the gaze to look to the upper hand. Breathing in as you alternate, breathing out, bringing the hand back down. And you should feel a lovely stretch through the hamstrings again, through the backs of the legs. That's great. We'll do one more each side. And then taking hold of the elbows, bending one knee and then the other knee for a dynamic squat, warming up the hip adductors. This is a good variation if you have delicate knees. If it's comfortable for you with your knees to come down to the full dynamic squat, alternating one leg than the other, then that's another variation. And you get a lovely stretch in the inner thigh, the hip adductor muscles, which we're going to need for warrior 2. Lovely. Walking like a crab from one side to the other, warming those legs. And then after the next movement, bringing the hands back to the center, bringing the feet a little bit closer, softening the knees, and then uncurling back up to the start. Great, so have another drink, keep hydrated. And then we're going to move into, water on my glasses there, we're going to move into the postures first that are included in the inner thigh sequence. And there are a few warrior postures, warrior 1, warrior 2, and the Bhima pose, and also a reverse triangle. So there will be modifications for these different postures, and do listen to the modifications if you need them. Okay, so we'll start with going through the postures and then we'll do the sequence. Okay, so warrior 1. If you have any high blood pressure, if you have any sciatica, if you're on the first 3 days of your period, then don't take the legs too wide. Keep the legs a bit closer if that's more comfortable for you. Okay. Otherwise, bringing the legs out to a comfortable distance. Okay. And we turn the right foot out 90 degrees and the left heel out moves slightly. So the hips are fairly forward for this. Okay. The core is lightly engaged and you can breathe freely through the chest. Nice and warm now after the activations. So bringing the hands together at the heart, and then we open the hands out at shoulder height. A little softness in the elbows, so we don't tend to have them really rigid, a softness there. Turning your head to look towards the right as you bend into the right knee. And the alignment here, the right knee needs to be above the ankle. So you can see the right knee there above the ankle to protect your lovely knees. Okay. And then as we straighten the right knee, we bring the hands in. Okay, this time on an out breath, extending the arms, bending the right knee, looking towards the right. Breathe in, bringing the arms back in, breathing out. Breathing in, and a third time, breathing out. So this time staying in the pose, feeling the strength in the legs, breathing freely, standing strong like a warrior. And then release the arms down, bring the feet back to the front. And we'll do the other side. So turning the left foot out 90 degrees, the right heel moves slightly. Core engages, hands out to shoulder height. Softness in the elbows. Lifting through the sternum, feel strong through the legs. Turning to look to the left. Bend in the left knee. Bringing the hands in as you straighten the left knee. Breathe out into the pose. Breathe in, bring the arms in. Breathe out second time, warrior one. Breathe in, and a third time. And stay here, breathing freely in the pose for a few breaths. Stand strong in your power. And then release the hands down, feet come back to the front and step in. Lovely. So that's warrior one. Warrior two, again, the wide leg position modifications apply. So we start with the feet comfortable distance apart. The hand movements are slightly different. So we bring the hands into praying hands position at the front of the body for this pose. And I'll just show you it facing forwards for the modification. So any high blood pressure, keep the hands at the level of the heart. If you're okay with your blood pressure and you can lift the hands up, lift them up to a comfortable height. Okay, so that's the modification. So we start with the legs again, taking the right foot out 90 degrees. This time the left heel moves out a bit further so that we can move both hips towards the right. Both hips facing the right. Okay. And we start with the arms out at shoulder height, palms facing down. Lovely. Then bending into the right knee, again making sure that right knee is above the ankle. We take the hands into praying hands, either above the head or lower down, if that's comfortable for you. And then bring the hands back down to shoulder height as you straighten the knee. Lovely. This time the breath's reversed. So we breathe in as we bend the right knee, bring the hands into Namaste. Breathing out, hands come back. Breathing in, warrior two. Breathing out, softening. Third time, breathe in and then breathe freely here as you hold the pose. Accessing your inner determination and courage of the warrior. I am brave. I am strong. And then lowering the hands down. Okay, let's swivel the feet back to the front and then swivel the feet over to the left to repeat that on the left side. So arms at shoulder height to begin, bending the left knee, hands, palms together. Hands come down to shoulder height, straighten the left leg. On an in-breath, warrior two. breathing out, back to the start. Breathe in, second warrior two. Breathing out. Third time, stay in the pose as you breathe freely. I believe in myself always. And then release the hands down, feet back to the front. So the third pose in the sequence is the Bhima pose. And with this one again, feet, excuse me, at a comfortable distance. And it's a side stretch. So we'll do a little modification to start with. So turning the right foot out 90 degrees, the left foot stays where it is. And we bend the right knee. Keep the right hand on the right thigh as we lift the left hand up to the sky and then lower it down again. And then on your in-breath, we stretch the left hand across the body. So we get a lovely diagonal all the way from the left hand to the left foot, opening up that side of the ribs. Lovely. And then release back down. And repeat that on the other side. So bending the left knee, taking the right arm up, breathing in, stretch, breathing out, lower the right arm. On your next in-breath, diagonally moving that arm as you place the opposite hand on the thigh. Lovely. And then lowering the hand, bringing the feet back. So that's the variation if you don't want to move too strongly into the stretch, or if you have delicate knees, you might prefer that one. Stage two, we move the right foot out 90 degrees again, bending into that leg, and we place the right forearm on the right thigh. So it's also called the cup of tea pose, this one. So you can hold a cup of tea here. It's a lovely opening for the ribs, this one, but the tendency is to move forward. So we need to really lift this left shoulder up so that we're nice and upright and open. Again, breathe in as you lift the left hand, breathe out, allow the left hand to move down, and then on an in-breath, extending the left arm, really feeling that stretch, that warmth, spreading through the whole left side of the body. And if you want to, you can turn to look at that left palm. Beautiful, lovely, warming pose. Nice. And then to come out with the pose, bring the left hand down in front, soften the knees, and then uncurl back to the front. Let's repeat that to the left side. So turning the left foot out 90 degrees, bending the left knee, bringing the left forearm down to the left thigh, making sure this right shoulder is up, and we do that by breathing in and stretching up with the right arm and then lowering down on the out breath. On your next in breath, stretching that right arm into a beautiful diagonal, visualizing a golden ball of light spreading from the base of your foot, your right foot, through that side of your body all the way to your right hand, filling you with golden light, fiery light. Beautiful. Softening down, feet forwards, uncurling. Nice. Okay. So the final pose is the reverse triangle. It sounds awful, I know, but it's not too bad if we do it in stages. So again, keep the feet a bit closer if you need to for this one, and we'll go through it stage by stage. So for this one, you may need a block. So have a block handy, at the right side if you need it. So we swivel the feet to the right, always go to the right first, and the left heel is out slightly as well. Okay, and for this pose we're starting with the arms at shoulder height. Lovely. And we're going to bend the knee, bend the right knee for the first phase. Okay, so for the first phase, the right arm comes down, the left arm comes over the top, and we place the left hand on the outside of the right thigh, and the right hand comes to the lower back. So you get a lovely twist, you're turning to look behind you, so you get a lovely twist through the spine. So this is stage one, unfurling that hand back and then swiveling forwards. Let's do that to the left. So turning the left foot out, right heel moves out slightly, bend the knee, bend the left knee. Arms at shoulder heights begin, and this time we lift the right arm up, left hand moves down, right hand comes to the outside of the left thigh, left hand comes to the lower back, and turning to look behind. So if this is a comfortable twist for you, then stay with this one. To come out of the twist, taking the arms back to shoulder height as you bring the feet forwards. Lovely. Stage two, we use the block. So bring your block, if you're using one, to the in front of the right foot. Okay, so right foot's at 90 degrees, bend in the right knee, hands at shoulder height, and then bringing the right hand down, left hand comes round, and this time we place the left hand onto the block. Okay, and the right hand stays on the lower back, and again we twist to look round behind. And while we're here in this twist, we raise the right hand up to the ceiling, warming the whole of the body. Then placing that hand back on the lower back, and then placing the right hand down, soften the knees, bring the hands round to the front as you bring the feet back. Turn the feet towards each other as they come back to hip width, and then uncurl. Okay, let's repeat that to the other side. So left foot out 90 degrees, block in front of the left toes. Arms at shoulder height, bend in the left knee, taking this time the right hand to the block, the left hand to your lower back, turning behind as you lift the left hand. And then taking the left hand down, swiveling the feet back, toe heeling, and then uncurling back up, nice and safe. Okay, let's try the third stage for those of you that want a stronger stretch. So again, we start first of all with the knee bent, right foot out 90 degrees, right hand down, left hand circles over, and this time we place the left hand on the floor. Taking the right hand up, we straighten the right leg. So it's a really strong stretch into the hamstring. Keep the leg bent if that's more comfortable. And then to come out, Bringing the hands round to the front, toe heeling the feet in and uncurling. Let's try that to the other side. So left foot out 90 degrees, right heel moves round, arms at shoulder height. Bend in the left knee, left arm moves down, right arm overhead, down towards the mat. Twist round, extend the left arm, straighten the right knee. So lovely warmth through the whole of the body. Breathe in freely. Return that hand down to the mat. Swivel the feet forwards and stay here for a moment, relaxing the head and the neck, soften the knees. Allow the lower back to release. Then bringing the feet back to about hip width, soften the knees and uncurl back to standing. Okay, so ready to go through the whole of the sequence now. Okay, so we start the sequence in mountain pose, so the feet are about hip width, and we start with the hands together and then we gather our energy. So the hands move down, palms move down to the earth, unfold the hands, like opening the heart, bend into the knees as you take the hands up above the head, and then draw the hands down. Let's do that once more. So palms to the earth, bending the knees as we lift the hands, draw down that fire from the sun, and the out breath. Beautiful. And then we step the feet out. We move into warrior one to the right. So turning the right foot out 90 degrees, left heel out slightly, arms out at shoulder height. Lovely. Bend into the right knee as you turn the head to look towards the right palm. Standing strong, brave, filled with the courage and strength of the warrior. And then we move into Bhima. So whichever version of the Bhima you're comfortable with, left hand diagonally stretching, filling the whole body with fiery light, warmth of the sun, softening the left hand down for rotated triangle, keeping the right knee bent at this stage, lifting the right hand, turning to the right. As you breathe freely into the chest, allowing that solar center to feel warm and energized. And both hands come down towards the earth, palms facing each other as you visualize a golden ball of light between the palms. Engage in the core as you raise that ball of light up into warrior two. I believe in myself always. And then arms come back to shoulder height, feet come round to the front. Lovely. Let's repeat to the left side. Left foot out, 90 degrees. Bending into the left knee, warrior one. I am filled with the strength of the warrior. Extending into Bhima. Feel golden warmth and golden light filling the whole of your body, energizing you. Lowering the right hand down for a reverse triangle. Left hand up to the sky. Left knee bent. Lowering the left hand, palms face each other, lifting that golden fiery light up into Warrior Two. I stand strong with the determination to reach my goals. And then extend the arms out, feet come back to the front. So we'll flow through the right side again. Warrior One. I stand strong in my power. Bhima. I am filled with fiery determination. Reverse triangle. This time, straightening the right leg. I am filled with the fire and energy of the sun. Bending the right knee, lifting that ball of light to Warrior Two. I believe in myself always. Step in front, left side, Warrior One. I am brave. Bhima. I am filled with light. Reverse triangle. Straighten the left leg. I am determined and strong. Bending the left knee, lifting that fire up to Warrior Two. I believe in myself always. Feet face the front, draw the palms down to the heart and step the feet back together. Well done. Okay, so that's the inner fire sequence. A great strong stretch. So we need to ease out the lower back now. And we're going to do a little forward bend movement first and then come down to the floor. So softening the knees, bringing the hands towards the earth, and then allowing the arms and the upper body to swing gently from side to side like a pendulum. And you can either interlace the fingers like the pendulum of a clock, or you can hold on to the elbows, that's more comfortable. Softening the knees, allowing the lower back to release, easing the legs, relaxing the breath. That's lovely. And then placing the hands towards the mat, coming down to the mat and then down onto your front for crocodile pose. So with crocodile pose, we lie on our front. That's comfortable for you. If you have any abdominal surgery recently, or if it's not comfortable to lie on your front, then use some cushions to raise the head and relax in a comfortable pose like this, a child pose or frog pose. Otherwise, coming down onto your front, you may want a blanket to allow the abdomen and chest to feel comfortable. Taking the feet a bit wider than your mat, with the heels falling inwards and the toes pointing outwards. One forearm on top of the other, and the head either relaxing on its side or on the forehead. So staying in that position while I move so that I can talk to you. Allowing the abdomen to release. Feeling the contact of the abdomen with the earth. On each out breath, allowing the legs to release into the earth, the arms to soften, the whole of the belly to feel warm, that warmth spreading into the chest, the whole of the back, a beautiful warmth spreading from the lower back all the way up to the upper back, the neck and head, softening, sinking into the earth with each out breath. So feeling that contact between the abdomen and the earth, bringing you stability, stillness, enjoying that rest pose for another few breaths. Allowing your body to absorb all that fiery elements, that warm energy that it's produced. Allowing that warmth to soothe the whole spine. And then getting ready for a little bit of movement, bringing the feet back to about hip width, bringing the hands underneath the shoulders and pushing the bottom back towards the heels into an extended child pose, a gentle counter pose to ease the back. Bring the head onto stacked fists if that's more comfortable. And then placing one hand and the other in front of the knees, gently uncurling back to sit in. Lovely. And finding a comfortable position for your relaxation. So either lying down on your back, lying down on your side, maybe sitting in a chair, putting on any warm clothes that you may need, cushion zipper under your head or a bolster under the knees, whatever makes you comfortable for the last 10 minutes. Wriggling around until you feel nice and warm and comfy. And either with the legs straight or the knees bent, having the feet about shoulder width apart to allow the hips to release, and the arms, if you're lying on your back, a few inches away from the sides of the body with the palms facing up, or resting the hands lightly on the abdomen to allow the shoulders to release and soften. Drawing the chin down to gently lengthen the neck, and then release the head into a comfortable position. Allowing the eyes to close, drawing the gaze inwards, and feel safe and supported by the earth beneath you. Allowing the body to rest, to settle into the earth. Bring an awareness to your breath, observing the ebb and flow of your breath, coolness of the in-breath, and the gentle warmth of the out-breath. And take your awareness down to the base of the spine. And on your next in-breath, allow your awareness with the breath to rise up the spine. And as you breathe out, allow the breath to flow back down. Each in-breath, the breath rising from the base towards the crown, and each out-breath, the breath flowing back down towards the base. Soothing, nourishing the whole of the back, the spinal cord, bathed and soothed by the breath. Any tightness or tensions eased away on the out-breath, allowing them to sink into the earth beneath you. And the next time your awareness reaches the base of the spine, allow your breath to flow down your right leg. The right leg warm and soft, melting into the earth. Moving the awareness across your pelvis, allow your breath to flow down the left leg. The left leg melting like butter on a hot plate, softening, warm. Returning your awareness to following the breath up and down your spine. Each in-breath gathering up any tightness or tension and releasing with each out-breath. When your awareness next reaches the upper part of the spine, allow your breath to flow down your right arm, soothing, warming the right arm. Moving the awareness across the shoulders, allow your breath to flow into your left arm. The left arm softening, heavy, beautifully warm. And allow your head to sink into a soft cushion, the muscles of the neck lengthening and releasing. Observing the beautiful stillness that you have created. Allow an affirmation, a beautiful truth to arise in this stillness. I am the center of my power, that I can feel within the power of the sun. I pay respect and honor myself, and I pay respect and honor other people. Namaste. Gently becoming aware of that warm golden sun shining above the crown of your head, and allow this golden warmth to fill the crown. Allow it to flow down into the face and head, revitalizing the neck, the shoulders, the upper chest, the upper back, the arms and hands filled with warm golden light. Gently deepening your breathing as you allow this warm light to flow into the chest, the middle back, the abdomen, the lower back, the hips, legs and feet, the whole body filled with fiery, warm, energizing light. Gradually beginning to bring some movement back, maybe wiggling the fingers, the toes, having a stretch, having a yawn. Maybe bringing the knees into the chest if you're lying on your back, and allowing yourself to rock gently or giving yourself a hug. Whatever movements allow you to come back to this moment. Gently coming over onto one side when you're ready. Placing the hands on the floor as you look towards the hands and push yourself safely back to a comfortable sitting position. And we'll finish with 3 deep breaths, taking the arms out to the side, forming that golden sun. Breathe in, palms together, breathe out to the heart. Breathe in, breathing out, filling the heart with light. Breathe in, breathe out. Thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day.